say, well, look, clean water is non-negotiable. Every Iowan deserves access to clean water. But and by the way, our situation is in Iowa. It's not a debate as to whether or not we need to improve the situation. We do. We absolutely do. And we set out, back in 2013, we started to implement Iowa's nutrient reduction strategy. That calls for a 45% reduction in the amount of nitrogen and phosphorus entering our lakes, rivers, and streams. That's a significant goal. That's not saying we don't have a challenge. That's saying we do, but here's how we're going to go about taking care of that. Let's recognize that it is a farm-to-faucet approach that will actually deliver the results we need. That means you have to, yes, have the water treatment infrastructure that's required to serve not just central Iowa, but also communities all across the state. But we should also be working to make sure that pollutants don't enter the streams to begin with, and that you can do both of those things, do it in partnership. And what we need to do now is to take that same approach of technical assistance, financial assistance, a strategy, dedicated funding, all of those lessons that we've learned over the years, and apply them now to water quality. And they are different practices. And again, remember, I said back in 2013 was when we started to implement Iowa's nutrient reduction strategy. That's the first time that we really, in a concerted way, said we need to look at water quality, slowing water down, denitrifying that water. And those are different practices in many ways than just looking at soil erosion prevention. The other piece here is just this basic conversation around why not just regulate? And what we're trying to achieve here is lasting change. We want conservation and practice adoption and incorporating practices into farm operations in a way that it lasts, that it stays. I think what you bring a heavy-handed government approach, one-size-fits-all approach from DC or from Des Moines that says every farm's going to do these types of things. It loses sight of the fact that every farm is different, every piece of land is different, and therefore, really, if you're trying to, what you need to be focused on is how do you tailor conservation and nutrient management and all of that to that farm and that piece of land, and that's the way that you see lasting change. There's all kinds of room in Iowa for diverse agriculture, for niche agriculture, in addition to what we're so strong in all these categories. We're one of the leading agriculture states in the nation, really ranking only second to California in a lot of ways in terms of the value of our agriculture. If ag is strong in Iowa and growing, all Iowans benefit from that. And that just needs to be said. We shouldn't be turning away from it. We should be thinking about how do we add even more value to what we do, but also creating opportunities for diversity and create opportunities for more food production in the state of Iowa, more agritourism, more really is what we need to think about. And we have room for that. More Iowans are saying they want to shop local, buy local, and so as more Iowans are saying that and then actually putting their dollars into those types of products, it creates more demand, creates more opportunity, and the farm community can then respond. So, I think we're seeing a lot of growth in that area, and I'm really proud of that work that we've done to diversify our culture. So you say, what's the importance of having successful agriculture? It is nothing short of food security, economic and national security. Oh, and by the way, making sure Iowans have access to safe, affordable food. And so that's what's at stake. We do this wrong, and especially given Iowa's outsized role in agriculture in this country, we do it wrong. Consumers pay in the end for those things.